Good morning. It's 9:30 here in California, in Santa Barbara, and the sun's coming out. It's rather cool. How is it in your world? So I know some of you kind of join in when it's convenient or when you think, oh my gosh, yoga today. But just to remind you, these sessions are recorded and published, which is why I love doing it on the Facebook rather than Zoom. They're published immediately, practically within minutes after I finish at 11. I try to finish on time. And you can go back and view any of the sessions that I've been recording on here for months now. I can't believe it. So it's the last week of July, and I hope you're well. And I'm glad you're here. So a few reminders. Turn off the volume on your smartphone. Better yet, put in another room with the volume off, and turn up the volume on your laptop or device, however you're watching this. Okay, mine's all the way up. I hope you can hear me. And hi, Bob. Yeah. And those of you who don't say hello, hello. Good morning. Okay, so reminding again, turn the volume up on your device, turn the volume off on your smartphone, or put it somewhere else. So we're going to start seated today. Yes. Just to change it up a little. I'll get you on the bolster. Don't worry about it. And I think today, I don't know why, a lot of you know I'm packing, and part of my packing is unpacking and going through boxes. And oh my God, I'm finding things I haven't seen in years, a lot of sentimental things. And so just to let you know that life can bring stuff back up that's buried. Our memories, our emotions, our tissue and our body, our mind, it's all like stored there. And we don't need to forget things or let go of things, but we want to make sure that those are good emotions and that we recognize them. If they bring up happy tears or tears of remembering, it's all good. And we don't want to stuff, okay? I get pretty emotional about some things, and one friend said, oh, your blood pressure is going to go up. I go, no, it never goes up. I have very low blood pressure because I vent. So let it out some way or another. You can let it out through exercise, or just go into the shower and sing or scream or do something, but let it out. Feel those emotions. They're in there. Don't bury them. Okay, that's my message for today. So we're going to start seated. Okay, so get whatever you need. I have a blanket. You may need 2 blankets or towels or whatever. You can use a bolster because we're starting a little different, and then we'll go and do some other things. Okay, we're going to start here. Hi, Janice. All right, so let's begin seated. Okay, get whatever you need, and have a strap, please. Have a strap within reach, and we'll get around to the other goodies. Okay, all right. Let me get up. Okay. Okay. So, no matter how many times we've done this, coming to the mat fresh. It's like a new day. Coming to the next breath, like it's a new moment. Because it is. It is. It's like a new moon is a reminder every 30 days or so of a new cycle, but also the fact that the earth goes around the sun. And, you know, they used to believe it was the opposite. Yeah. And so there's always reminders in nature that we can start fresh. Now, we aren't born anew as far as coming forth with a clean slate, perhaps. But we can bring forth in a positive way, okay? And so people say, oh, I never did this, or I don't do that. Well, maybe today can be a day that you decide, well, I can try that, or maybe I'll start today. So see how you feel. Now, I have a tendency to put my right leg in front of my left. I'm going to change up. And also remember, if you need to sit on a chair, the first maybe 15 minutes or so today, you can definitely be in a chair. Actually, you can be a chair most of the class, okay? So just see how you are today. Are you a little tighter, a little more open? Sort of test drive, and then be in that, whatever it is. So I'm feeling pretty open, and I'm always test driving, getting the padding off of the sit bones, and sort of test drive the pelvis. Oh, and the shoulders. We're going to work a little bit on the shoulder, a little bit. And then let the exhale ground you. The inhale kind of brings you up. The exhale grounds you. So this cycle of the in and out breath, okay? And your hands sit just lightly on the tops of your legs. Don't pull your shoulders or arms forward. Come back into this lovely space where your posture, your alignment, this beautiful structure that you were given is holding you. So your task, your part in this is to give that structure the support it needs. And that's where props come in. Okay, so it's a partnership between you and your body. So your head sitting on your shoulders aligned over your hips, and gravity holding you onto whatever your support is. And then just gently lower the lids, upper to lower. Pull down the shades. I love that analogy. Just like pull down the shades, lower the blinds, and step back. Step back. So the frontal part of the brain is like do, 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 do. Okay, oh, I forgot this. I need to do that. Jump up, feed the dog, do this, do that, answer the phone. Stop, stop, stop. Step back, push it all away mentally, and breathe. Okay, and breathe. Soften around the corners of the mouth, the corners of the eyes. And just keep going to a still, clear space. Maybe a visual, maybe a sound. You can om silently, or you're in your own home, you can do it even aloud on each exhale. That helps ground you and get you centered. Maybe you have a mantra, okay? Whatever you have that brings you back into you, one breath at a time. Hold a nice, clear, pleasant thought. Maybe you let the corners of your mouth turn up, that little Mona Lisa, knowing smile. Soften the inner palate, the neck and the throat. I have a little bit of a tickle today, so don't worry. I'm fine, but if I or cough, forgive me. Okay, let's just be here about another minute together, or as long as you need. When you're ready, we'll bring the hands together in prayer position. So Anjali Mudra. We're going to chant 3 ohms today. We did on Tuesday too. I'm alone in the house, so I can do that. And then we're going to do Nadi Shodhana. We haven't done our alternate nostril breathing together for a while. So we'll do that after after the chant of Om 3 times. Your inhale. Those of you who know alternate nostril breathing, you can continue. I'll time you for a few minutes, so don't worry about counting anything. So if you need instruction or you're a little fuzzy, you can listen. Otherwise, just go ahead and do the practice. And let me get the timer going. So remember, I'll get closer. If you need instruction, I'm here. If you don't, just continue. This is the mudra, the thumb and the ring finger of the right hand. These two, this is the ego, and the middle finger can either touch the pad of the thumb or rest between your eyebrows, the third eye, whichever more comfortable. The pinky just kind of hangs out. So that they sit on the edge of the nostril, not here, and you don't pinch your nose. So very lightly, let the thumb sit on the right, the ring finger on the left. Take an inhale. Exhale through the left, and then switch. Inhale on the right. Exhale, change. Inhale, same side. Exhale, change. Inhale, same side. Exhale, change. And continue. You want the breath, when you're learning, to be consistent and even. The same count, maybe a 4 count or a 5 count. Those of you who've been doing it for longer, go longer on the exhale. Okay? So remember, you don't push the nostril, you just let the fingers sit lightly. If it bothers your shoulder, rest, cup your elbow in your left palm, and remember not to stress the shoulder. Okay, so continue, sit nice and tall. Allow the breath to move freely and deeply. Okay, continue. I'm going to do a little more as well. This is a wonderful pranayama. Prana is the life force. And yama means to regulate. So we're regulating very specifically the life force, the breath. Okay, we're moving the breath in a specific sequence and pattern, right to left, left to right, heating to cooling, cooling to heating, the yin to the yang, the male to the female, the sun to the moon. So if we're a little out of balance, and in today's world, we're all a little out of balance now, and this helps to get us a little centered and helps to get us out of our head down into a deeper voice, an inner voice. Okay, just do a little more. The next time you exhale on the left, you can complete. You can do more if you choose, but we'll meet you in a quiet meditation seat. And bringing the hands to the heart as we lower the gaze to heart center. Send love, light, and healing to heart center. Your own, your loved ones, your circle of friends and family, everyone, everywhere. When you're ready. So, when you do a breathing practice such as pranayama, it's the same as when you do your asana or poses. You want to have an empty stomach, okay, as empty as possible, and an empty bowels, okay. So you'll have to find a time of day. I'm best in the morning to do anything. I'm just fresher and I'm clearer. But if just whatever you can, whenever you can. If you can be consistent, that's good. And if you can be consistent where you do it, that's good. Like, if you've been cleaning out your closets, I know a lot of people have, find a place maybe in your closet where you can be and have that silence, open the doors and just put a little something there, okay? So let's stretch out. Thank you for coming. Last week of July, wow, wow, wow. And just kind of paddle the feet, support yourself with your arms, but your shoulders move down, but strong arms. Paddle your feet a little bit. Wiggle your toes a little bit, okay? And then recross the opposite way and have a strap, like I mentioned in the beginning. And, sorry, I have to keep reminding myself. So we're going to take and do some big shoulder rolls. Oh my, are you hearing a little clicking, popping? So inhale, exhale. Inhale. You can move your arms, by the way. Yeah, exhale. Yeah, let's move the arms. Inhale, like you're waking up. Exhale. Oh. So pranayama and all these gentle stretches, movements, poses, it's not just the external we're working with. We are bringing blood flow and life force to the internal. So your heart, your lungs, your other organs that need all of your attention, they're loving this, okay? And again, and okay. Okay, oh, that feels so good, doesn't it? Okay, so we're going to bring the arms slowly up about shoulder height. Turn the palms up. Can you soften the shoulders but engage the rib cage? So not doing squinching, relax, bring lots of space. Remember, the jaw is the strongest joint in the body and we don't want to create stress there. So stretch the arms out, palms up. And as you inhale, you slowly, and then push out, turn the palms out, exhale. We do this all the time in our half sun. So inhale, reach out. Can you feel energy in your palms? And exhale. Again, you can do this in a chair, okay? Or sit however it's comfortable. Just be in alignment. Okay, good. Now we're going to come up on inhale. And we're going to go over to your left. Lower the left hand. You can be a bird hand or however, knuckles or fists are on a block. And then let the right arm, oh dear, wow. Where are you feeling it? I'm getting it right down in here. Feels good to stretch. Keep your right hip really moving into your blanket or bolster, whatever you're sitting on, and a soft extension of the right arm. Don't let the shoulder roll forward. Bring it back, back, back a little. Breathe. Oh, wow. Breathe. Oh, yeah. And then on inhale up, we come and over. Let's go to your right. Get into the left side, deep stretch. So just remember, if you do just part of these sequences, 10 minutes or whatever, it's great. If you're sitting and working on something on your laptop or watching a YouTube or whatever, you can do these stretches while you're sitting there. Okay, it's just getting into the habit of doing something, and you can still watch. And up we go. Okay. So now we're going to take our strap, and again, you can do this sitting. Sometimes we do it standing. We're going to do it sitting. I'm going to change the cross of my legs. Okay. Put the strap over your right shoulder. If you don't have a strap, find something, the tie from your robe or whatever, but the straps are great. Again, the arms come up, shoulders down. Turn the right palm back, pat yourself on the back, and you'll feel the strap. And then as close as you can, hold the elbow with your left fingers or palm, or head in that direction. So we really want to get into this underarm, the soft side, okay? And there's a lymph gland system in here we want to get into. So do what you can. If you have shoulder stuff, just like I say, just do what you can today. Okay, breathe. Try not to dip the head forward. Try and feel your ears between your arms. Breathe deep. All right, so do about 5 breaths. And then we release the left arm. Turn the palm back. I'm going to reach behind me over toward my right side. Can you see my fingers? And I'm going to find the strap with both hands. It doesn't matter how much space there is between your hands, okay? The idea is to really stretch the shoulder, but don't overdo it. We're not here to overdo. As my one wonderful, wise teacher said, we're here to undo. We all know how to do. We know how to overdo. And now we're here to undo. That's what yoga is. It's to undo. Come back into balance. Good. Nice 5 deep breaths. Yeah, breathe. And then release the left arm. Release the right arm. Then you're going to cross them in front of you, right over left, high. Okay. And we're going to start to intertwine if you can. Now, I happen to be pretty flexible, so I can do this. But if you can only do this, create a prayer with your forearms and your palms, or just this. But keep your elbows extending out and your hands pointing to the ceiling. Okay, so if you can cross even that way or that way, whatever you can do. The stretch is back here. Okay, the stretch is across the shoulders. And boy, I think we probably all feel it, right? We're carrying the world around these days. And breathe into that. This is called eagle arms. And there's a position for the legs, but of course we're not doing that right now. Now, I don't know if eagles really look like this, but anyway, that's what it's called. And then let it go. Let it go. Slim swing. Breathe. Move. And breathe. Yeah, breathe. All right. Okay, let's do the other side. So the strap goes over your left shoulder. Float the arms apart. Reach out. Keep the shoulders soft, sloping away from the ears, but lift that rib cage and up they come on an inhale. Look at my ears away from my shoulders. Turn the left palm back. Pat yourself on the back. And now let's try this side. Do what you can. If that's too much, put your hand on your shoulder. Touch whatever, just head in this direction, okay? It's a destination. It's not a have to. There's nothing we have to do except breathe and be present for ourselves and in our own experience and honor our experience. And just be open to the possibility that maybe you can do, you'll grow, okay? May not be what you think it should be or what the pictures show, but you will grow. And honestly, it's not at this point, I just want to maintain. I'm not trying to go anywhere. I just want to maintain good health. How are you doing? Good. So after 5 or more breaths, whatever you need, release the right arm, turn the palm, slide the hand behind you, reach behind. And I'm going to find the strap and breathe. Left elbow up, right elbow down. Don't push so hard that you're feeling strain in the bicep. That's not a good thing. Stretch is one thing, pain is no. Breathe into it. 5 breaths your minute. Create your own pattern, okay, being your own breath. And after you're complete, right, you can get the strap left over right, hug. Did we do a hug on the other side? Oh, we may have forgotten a hug. I'm sorry. Big hug. Lift the elbows and then start to go into the intertwine or the prayer or whatever you can do. Okay? Those of you who are a little more flexible, you'll start to come into a prayer hands, but your elbows are reaching forward. Feel it across the shoulders. Oh, wow. That's just feels so good in a really stretchy way. And then when you're ready, let it go. And breathe, breathe, breathe. Yay. Okay. Now let's go on to all fours. Okay. Okay. And we'll get going in some of the other body parts. Okay. So that only took what? 10 minutes. Okay. So let's just breathe. Inhale. And then as you exhale, just start to sit back. Breathe. Relax the shoulders. Sit back. Inhale. Push off. Mm-hmm. Hinging at the hips. Exhale. Feel the navel lift, hug, and inhale. Okay, and we're going to start with cat dog. A little different. Okay, so the cat, of course, is open up the back body. Oh my goodness. And then the dog, he loves to wag his tail, lift his head, pet me, pet me. And then the cat's like, yeah, you're here for me. And then the dog's like, I'm here for you. And breathe, eyes open or closed. So we're just getting into that spine and all those muscles. And feel what you're feeling. I'm feeling a little bit sort of above the low back. Okay. Then moving boxes and on the computer and all that. So it just is. But if you're consistent with your yoga and other whatever else you do, whenever you might feel some soreness, you'll recuperate. Okay, you won't injure. Let's do a little more. And then we're going to just do some of our hip and rib rolls. A little juicy. Just move. So little bird hands. Get back into this underarm, our soft side. So eyes open or closed, breathe. It's very spontaneous. You can do little cobras. Feels delicious. Your body is just really so happy that you're doing this. And then, just move. It's breathing and moving. Just breathe and move. Breathe and move. And a little more cat dog. Okay, so we're going to sort of sandwich cat dog. You can do this on your own. If all you do is to feel the stretches and some cat dog and some hip rolls and maybe a little down dog, maybe it's a little, okay, just whatever you kind of let your body tell you and start. And you might surprise yourself. And instead of 10 minutes, you might do 15 or 20. And then you'll carve out a way to do it more often, we hope. Okay, so I'm going to turn around so you can see me, but we're going to go from cat dog into thread the needle. Okay, so thread the needle is a twist. I think most of you who are watching know it. So roll the toes under. It's a little bit of a dog tilt. And I'm going to use a blanket under my head, but you can use whatever, maybe a bolster if you're tight or nothing. And as you thread the right arm past the left wrist, ooh, I heard a crack. It's a twist, and you want your skull, okay, and shoulder in the center of your mat. Don't compact, don't shorten the spine. Keep it nice and long. The hips are nice and level. Breathe. Breathe deep. So I have to work at breathing. That's the idea of a twist. I'm going to keep this arm like so, but you can extend. Okay, breathe. Am I losing my shirt? It happens. Breathe. Oh, wow. Be consistent, but not push. Ooh, I got another pop. It's like everything's coming into place. At least 5 breaths per minute here, maybe longer. Wow. And I'm going to come up. I'm going to do some cat dog in between, or you can take a child's pose, or actually I'm going to do a down dog, or you can do a down dog. Ah, that feels good after thread the needle as well. So you can choose anything that's neutral spine. Oh, it feels good. And then when you're ready, do the other side on your own. Okay, so left arm, lower, and deep breaths, shins parallel, toes curled under. You're in the middle of the mat. Don't pull to the edge. Deep breaths. Don't collapse into the low back. Your minute, 5 breaths. Ah, wrung out, and up we go. Yeah, and if you need a child's pose instead, do that. We're going to meet though in down dog. Oh, yeah, and play with the dog. Walk, we call it bicycling the legs, walking the dog. If you're tight, bend those knees, please. Don't round. Breathe. Lift your sit bones, your hips to the sky. Breathe. And we're going to do a leg lift. Yes, we are. Right leg up. Lift. Breathe. Look at your left big toe. Breathe. How about a plank? Into a plank. Yeah, you'll keep that leg up. And back. Exhale. Keep those hips high. Hinge at the hip crease. If you need to rest, lower your knees. We'll meet you in the left side. Breathe. Lift Barbie foot. Engage. Breathe. Look at your right big toe or your right knee. Breathe. Can you do a plank? And back. Hold maybe. Try it. Do it on your own. And lower. Lower the knees. Keep the toes curled under. Oh, I know you love this, don't you? I know. This is not, this is challenging, okay, for a lot of people because we get restricted, constricted in the toes. So lean forward, wiggle your toes. Okay. Yes, I know. You have bunions, you have arthritis, you have this, you have that. And so you do it anyway. You do what you can. Relax your toes and just start to roll back. Easy. I can feel my metatarsals stretching. I'm not pushing down, but I am. I know. But do it anyway. Okay? And we're going to come into a standing forward bend. So you get your hands down. I'm using bird hands. And I'm going to lift my knees. So I'm on the balls of my feet. If you have knee issues and stuff, just do what you can. Use a chair or wall, or just go from down dog. I'm going to slowly lift my hips and lower my heels. Till I'm grounded and I have my footing. When I'm ready, I'm going to come up with a big inhale. And wow, how you doing? So there's a lot of ways to do things, right? Okay, so all right, so now before we do our half sun salutes, I want you to come into your legs, bend your knees just a little, just a little. Just kind of start swinging your arms. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then separate your feet a little. Swing, swing. So Eric Schiffman, who you should look him up, he's amazing. I don't know if he teaches anymore. I did his teacher training, and we often would just start just shaking our parts out. It was great. It kind of loosened you up. So just swing, bend your knees, breathe, breathe. Feels great, doesn't it? And then up, bend your knees, inhale, inhale, bend those knees and blow it out. Whatever it is, old stuff, stale stuff, negative stuff, blow it out. Negative people, blow them out. Okay, now you're ready for half sun salutes, and so am I. Okay, so if you need to do more of that, it feels good. It's like, whew, yeah, okay. And half sun salutes. I'm going to start, but I'm going to then leave you alone for a while to do them on your own. Take a moment, get into feel your alignment holding you. Catch your breath. Remember, as the arms come out, the palms turn up, it's just open up, let your heart lift. And then offer, exhale, fold, meet yourself. Every movement is a mudra, a mantra. Okay? There's a chant with every movement. So we honor our life force, our being, and the gift of life. So find your rhythm and let it carry you through the half sun salutes. And you continue, and I'm going to let you be on your own for a little bit. I'll be back. A little more. So, how you doing? Did you do? Does that feel great? I love it. So now let's do some sun salutes, okay? So go ahead and do the right and the left on your own first, okay? And I'm going to do a round of each on my own, and I'll cue as I do each pose in the sequence, but you go ahead and do it at your rhythm. I'm going to go to about 4 count breath. So arms overhead, forward fold, half, fold, step back on the right, down dog, plank, 8-point pose, your cobra, back to down dog, step up on the right, forward bend, up we come and to the heart. So go ahead and do both sides on your own. Okay, and then another round on each side. Okay, the same thing. Right side and then the left on your own. So let it be a flow that carries you through the sequence of 12 postures. It's a very specific sequence. And do each side again. And if you've already done 2 rounds, you can do a third. It's okay to do more. As you know, I encourage you to do that on a consistent basis. Okay? All right. Now we'll do the next round together. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go up at this side because we're going to do the right side first. I'm going to start with chair pose. I'm going to just do it really quick. I get to be cameraman too. Just like that. I think that'll help. Whoops. Hang on, I don't want to run out of juice. All right. Just a little better. All right. On inhale. chair. So I'm bringing my hips up, knees back. If you can bring your arms up by your ears, fine. If not, just do what you can. But lift your rib cage, lift your gaze, get into the quads, feel your knees over your heels, so just not pushing into the knees. Strengthen those quads. Cliff, are you there? This is for you too. Breathe and up and swan dive over. Half dog. See the curve of my spine? Lift that tailbone. Fold. Step back. Lift and with intention. Down dog. Up we go and step back. Now we're going to do plank dog a few times. Okay, do what you can. If it starts to get to you, lower your knees and rest and join us later. So an inhale and an exhale. Inhale. Can you hold? Breathe. Go to your edge and then go one more breath. Exhale. Inhale, knees and heart to the floor. A cobra. Strong legs, please. Cat tilt on your hands or forearms. And we'll meet you in down dog. Lunge. Just do what you have to do to get that foot up there. And we're going to do crescent. So I'm going to modify my stance a little. And it's a balance, sort of. Woo! Breathe. Go through the sequence at your own. When you get to the full pose, 5 breaths or your minute. And from crescent, we're going into triangle. Breathe through the transition and into the full pose. Hold for 5 or your minute. You should be able to see your left thumb, even if it's in the corner, your peripheral vision. Don't overturn. Janice, don't overturn with the shoulder. I'm watching you. Turn from the heart, the navel, the rib cage. Okay. And then warrior 2. Not push, be in your center. Okay, remember it's the spiritual warrior. Arms float apart. Now we're going into another down dog. Can you hold? Breathe. So we're going to step forward on the left. Switching it up on you. The left, lunge on the left. So there's a lot of ways to create your own little sequence. So let's do crescent. I'm going to wait here. I'm going to slowly come up. So some days you're a little more wobbly. I don't know why I'm wobbly today. Talking too much. And, okay. Don't rush. Wait. Be in the first initial part of the sequence and then move into. You're teaching your body, your nervous system what to do safely. not just here. So I'm going to do triangle. I'm going to turn away from you. Let's go on your own. And then when you're ready, your warrior two. And forward bend. Take your time. Back to chair. So we start and finish with chair. So it's a very low chair. Stick your tailbone out. It's a little bit of a cat. Open up the spine. Breathe. Get in your heels. Feel those quads? Yeah, not the knees, the quads. And when you're done, yeah. Okay. So see, you can create your own little flow. Just maybe change it up a little bit, you know. So, but whatever works for you. Some people like a routine, you know. I do, but I like to change it up as well. Okay, now, I want you to do a balance pose on your own. Actually, two. You can do just the lifts, the leg lifts. You can use the wall, tree, half moon. Okay, using whatever chair, wall, or not. So two balance poses, holding each part of the sequence for 5 breaths if it's tree, and half moon go for 8 to 12 breaths. Okay, and I'll be back in a few minutes. How are you doing? Is that enough time? If it's not, finish what you're doing, please. Okay? I'm going to do some of the step balances while you're finishing yours. And if you're done, you might want to join me. These are seemingly simple, but very, very powerful movements, stretches, strengthening, especially because balance becomes an issue. And different stages, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, a lot of it's just not paying attention and using your parts properly. So you can use a chair or a wall to do this, or a counter. And I would encourage and invite you to do some of this on your own on the firmest surface. So I'm not even going to use a mat. I'm on carpet. You always want the firmest surface to stand on that you have, although tile is pretty dicey. So hardwood floors are the best. Anyway, so I like to put my hands on my waist. You can put your arms to the side, okay, for balance. Keep your rib cage up, your head on your shoulders, and look into the horizon, straight ahead or a little higher. So find something interesting. I'm looking out the window. I'm looking at a leaf, say, or a branch, or if you have a view or something. And we'll start really engage the left leg. Let's all do this. If you're not done with the others, then join us when you can. And you bring the right leg up and slowly lower. Look straight ahead or higher. Up, bring it up, stand straight. And so you're using your hip flexors, your quads, which is really important. These are your walking apparatus. You're stepping, it's like you're stepping up onto a really high set of stairs. So you want to learn to keep your alignment and lift and not lean too much into it. The same when you're going down. I can't go down right here, but you lift and step down, but you keep lifting the rib cage. So again, lift, and can you hold, breathe, and breathe, breathe. And then we're going to stretch, bring it back, and lower. So bring it up, she said. See, I'm looking at the screen and not ahead. Up, out, up, back, and in. Up, extend, back, breathe. Let's do one more. Up, extend, back, and lower. Okay, feeling it? Good. Now wait. Let's do the other side. Okay, up. And slowly, as slow as you can. Try and keep the hips level. Look straight ahead. Breathe. And breathe. So there's a natural tendency to hold the breath when we're doing this, because we feel like if we hold the breath, we'll be in more balance and still, but that's actually it's the opposite. That was a lesson I had to learn way back with my teachers. Lift, keep this leg up, 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 don't collapse, and hold, breathe, and lower. Good, so don't collapse into the hip, lift up. Okay, let's do the up, extend, back, and down. Okay, do a couple more on your own. So come up, extend, back, and down, up, extend. A couple more, do. And on the last one, hold, up, and out. This side is not cooperating with me so much today. That's okay. And back and down. So some days are like that. Some days one side feels stronger, sometimes the other, sometimes neither. It's okay, do it anyway. Okay? All right. Good job. So let's come back to our mat. So I'm going to bring you back down onto the mat. Back to seated. So you may want your blanket nearby, okay, and then we'll do a few seated and then down, and you may want to have your Shavasana. It's a while, but your Shavasana goodies as well. So just always take your time and be in each pose, each breath. And we're going to lower. And this time we're going to sit. And I'm going to face you. So get whatever you need to sit again. Okay. And we're all going to sit with our legs out in front of us. Okay. Can you see me? I'm going to fix the screen. So get comfortable so your legs are out in front of you. If you're tight, you may have to bend your knees or give yourself a little more support. Okay, how's that? That's a little better. Okay. All right. Okay. And even if you're really, really open and really, really flexible, use a little blanket instead. Anyway, I do. I love the feeling of having my sit bones really supported. Legs out in front of you, feet together, feet flexed. Again, if you're tight and you're rounding, slide the heels in toward you. If I was standing, I would bend my knees to get into a dog tilt. Okay? All right. And use your arms. We're not doing this. Please don't do that, no matter what. Engage. The energy that you put into the legs supports the energy of the spine. Okay, so everything is connected to everything else. So no slumping, no sloppy, no slouchy. Sit nice and tall. We're going to do a twist. Okay, twist in staff pose. Take an inhale. Just start to kind of lift and spiral. Turn to your left and wait. Inhale. As you exhale, a little more. Inhale. And then you'll feel the edge, okay? Your body say, okay, I can feel you, but if I go any further, I'm pushing. So I'm going to stay here, sit nice and tall, look over your shoulder eventually with your chin and your gaze. At least a minute. And ease back. Okay, now we're going to bend the right knee. I'm still sitting nice and tall. Your foot doesn't touch your legs, nice and tall. And we're going to twist again. So I'm going to inhale. And this time I'm going to start to turn. And I'm going to bring my right arm and slide my elbow into the inner knee thigh. But don't push out. Bring it in. And that's going to turn you. And it's going to be a little more intense. Inhale. And then press your leg to your arm. And you're not going to go super far. But this gets really into your kidney band. And breathe. Your right foot is firmly connected to the floor, the mat, or whatever you're on. Breathe. Nice 5 deep breaths. At least 5. And then as we release, we keep turning, and then we start to exhale to our right. And we kind of hug this left leg, right leg. Left leg is active. And then we turn to see how tall I'm sitting. I'm not rounding or anything. And I'm going to gently turn toward my right knee. Breathe. Wait on inhales. Move on exhales. Okay, we move into the space of the exhale. And again, once you get there, about 5 nice deep breaths or a minute or so. when you're done, back we come. Ah, your spine is saying thank you. Now remember, if you have anything going on with discs or compression or slip disc or herniated, easy, easy, very gentle and very, very little, if any, maybe just a little bit, okay? And remember to lift and turn. Okay, so let's do the other side. Straight legs. So I'm going to turn to the right, which is actually twisting the left. So inhale and start to turn. Go easy and slow. Keep the legs active. You'll eventually look over your shoulder. When you're ready, ease back. Now we're going to bend the left knee. Okay. And just, if you hold the leg, and it helps you to get that sense of sitting nice and tall, where your foot needs to be, depending on how open you are. This leg is energized too. So now we're going to turn again to the right. Inhaling. And remember, you turn, slide, don't push, slide, press your knee to your arm, right hand supporting you. So your left hand, this hand, it's lifted, it's like it's pressing against a wall. So I'm really feeling a nice deep stretch, but I'm gonna meet my edge, but I'm not gonna jump over the edge, okay? And deep breath. If you can't breathe into it, you're going too far. That's your safety valve. And when you're ready, come back, and then you keep turning as you exhale to your left. And we kind of hug the leg, turn to your left, breathe. Slow and deep. Okay? Slow and deep. That's what I've been taught, and that is a good mantra to remember. Go slowly and deeply. Dig deep holes, not shallow. And when you're ready, come back. Just remember, the deeper you go, you get into the little blood vessels, the little capillaries. You get more deeper into the cells, more healing. Okay? More better. Great. Okay? Okay, back to neutral, and then come onto your back with your knees bent. Okay? Okay, so you're down. Just slide, come onto your back. Exhale. Keep track here. Oh, and boy, does it feel good to roll around. We haven't done this yet, have we? Well, maybe you did. Did you sneak this in? It's okay. Oh, it feels good. And just kind of move and breathe. So you kind of sway, rock, massage. After a twisting, this feels really good, doesn't it? So I'm going to just, with my legs, yeah. So it's pose, counter pose. We do, and then we do the opposite for balance. It's like alternate nostril breathing. We do left, right, left. Okay, that's the whole point of it's bringing our balances, our dualities. It's balancing our dualities. So you can't do too much of this. And then let's just see, in case we did a little too much on the low back, stretch your left leg, it's active. If you can't bring the knee in, hold the back of the thigh. If that doesn't work, use a strap, okay? But let the shoulders stay softening toward the mat. Let your back muscles spread across your mat. Breathe into the back body, even though it's resting on the mat, breathe into it. Your breath should always be full and spacious. Let's do a little, just like we did when we were seated. Except we're going to do, okay, we're going to stretch. Here we can do circles. Again, let's do the flex and extend. So you can, some of these things you can do anytime. Okay, let's change. So it's like when we were standing on one foot, we brought the knee up, isn't it? It's the same type of movement. Of course, we're engaging slightly differently, but it's the same alignment. Okay, and then let's wake up the left a little more. And okay. So I'm feeling a hip. Let me think. Let me see our timing. A leg cradle would be good. Well, let's do leg cradle. Right over left. So again, sometimes we do this in the beginning, or we put something under our foot for a little more. You can put a block or a bolster, or your foot could be against the wall. And I'm going to take this in stages. And you can do whatever. Okay, you can stay here. You can bring the knee up and hold. Remember, it's a dog tilt. Don't round. Dog tilt. You feel it. Again, you can do this anytime. And if you can slide the hands without pulling the shoulders up. Okay, so remember, a strap comes in very handy here. You slide it around the thigh like this and hold the thigh. So you're still in a dog tilt and your spine isn't being tweaked. Okay, breathe. Again, you could be seated and do this. This foot would be on the floor, and you would cross your right leg over your left thigh, or my foot could be on the wall. So there's lots of different options. And we'll do at least 5 breaths, a minute or two. You'll know. And none of this is a one-timer. It's not like you do something one time and that's it. But there's a growth to it. But it's because we have a body and we're doing things all the time. We have to stay consistent. It's like tuning up your car consistently so it'll last longer. Okay, and again, up to you. You can hold, keep the shoulders down, or use a strap or not. So you should feel right into the piriformis here. Yeah, 5 breaths, a minute, longer. Okay, and then we're going to release. And do you have a block or something for a supported bridge? If not, you can put a blanket under you. So the supported bridge, we slide the block under the sacrum. They call it the sacred sacrum, which is above the tailbone, below the waist. It sits in the pelvis. It's like a heart or triangle. It's a sweet spot. Now, if you have something going on with your lower spine, your tailbone, this might not be comfortable. You can put a blanket on top of the block or just put a couple of blankets. But the idea is to elevate your hips so you're in a gentle back bend. It's a cat tilt. So you want to make sure you're feeling nothing compressing. You should be able to slide your hands through. Let your arms relax. And then you can do, for the next few minutes, I'm going to let you do a sequence on your own. Yeah, you've got like 2 minutes. Okay, you can just stay here. Some of you are going to go right into extending out the legs. I love this. For some of you, it's a little more intense. Maybe do one leg at a time. But you should feel like you're being stretched into like a bow and arrow. Okay? It's this long, elegant curve. And I feel it all the way up into my abdominals. Yeah, it feels good. It's a good stretch. Okay? So I'm going to be here. You do what works for you for around another 2 minutes. If you're feeling discomfort, bend your knees, lift, tip your tailbone up toward your knees, and then down. Cat tilt. Remember a cat tilt? Okay? Because it's a back bend. It's a gentle, gentle, supported back bend. Really feels good across the groin. So it's okay. Ooh, feels good. Come up just a little bit more. When you're ready to release, some of you are probably already released. I want you to do a full bridge, just coming, bending the knees and bringing your hips up off the block. Okay, so just gently lift up off the block and breathe. So feel this now intensify across the quads. That's good. It's like when we did chair pose, it strengthens those muscles that help stabilize the knees. And you can slide the block out and lengthen as you lower. Okay. So remember, if you have low back stuff, we're not going to do this. I'm going to remind you about baby cobra. Okay, so if you have low back stuff, just remember you can do a baby cobra. Maybe remind me, we'll do it next week. And that's just, it's even the most gentle back bend. So remember, you lie down and you stretch your legs apart, kind of let the pelvis come into neutral, and you stack your forearms and rest your forehead. So it's this, you can you see the soft curve here? Okay, so it is wonderful counter to low back issues. So if you you find yourself with low back stuff, you've been overdoing something, or you have a friend who has, you can do, that's a wonderful thing to do. You can also, if you're on a hard surface, put something under your pelvis, okay? But right now, if you have time, let me just check, okay, to do one more finishing reclining twist, okay? So go ahead and do your favorite twist on your own, each side, at least 12 breaths or a couple of minutes, and then your version of Shavasana. So we haven't used the bolster today, so if you have your bolster or whatever, now's your chance. And also, if you have low back, I encourage you to use something under your knees. And the bolster is divine. So do your twist and use something, either stacked towels, blankets, pillows, or the bolster for a nice little Shavasana. And I'm going to leave you to do those, and I'll be back, and we'll seal our time together. And if there is anything else that we didn't do and you feel compelled, please do it. Okay? So maybe a dead bug post, happy baby, maybe something else. Let that be integrated into your practice. Okay, I'll be back. So the chime is like an om. It brings us back into our center, ourself. this moment, this breath. And just reminding ourselves to be kind and gentle. Stretch a little here if you're so inclined, or you can stay there. You know, I can't make you come out, and I don't want you to feel like you have to. If you're comfortable, stay there. You deserve it. When you're ready, or you can stay where you were, I'm going to share again, Hafez. I may have read this once before. I'm going to read it again. It's called Tripping Over Joy. What is the difference between your experience of existence and that of a saint? The saint knows that the spiritual path is a sublime chess game with the divine, and that the beloved has just made such a fantastic move that the saint is now continually tripping over joy and bursting out in laughter and saying, "I surrender." Whereas, my dear, I'm afraid you still think you have 1,000 serious moves. I love his joyous wisdom. And if you're so inclined, let's come together. You can listen or join me in the Namaste Invocation, sealing our time, our July, together. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of peace, of light, and of truth. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Om Shanti. Peace to you. Blessings. And let's see what the angels have to say. I won't peek, I promise. Okay. And then the heart card. Let's see what that says. This will send off our July in the right way. Okay. Oh. Harmony. And focus on your vision. What do you see for yourself? Okay, and harmony. I know in trouble, this is a very uncertain time, and it's hard to know anything, but we never do anyway. But you can still have a vision and a dream. Okay, no matter what. Okay, blessings. Thank you. I'll see you soon. We'll see you in August. There'll be 8 sessions in August, okay? If you want to know how to donate or whatever, just contact me. Bye.